My approach to the Bible, the 5 books of Moses, is different than what's been out there. I explore what these characters must have been thinking in the midst of their chaos, and different things that they could have been thinking. To teach this person in the Torah, how can I relate to that? And I assumed emotions based on their actions. I also looked at their actions from different emotions. I gave different perspectives on what they might have been thinking or feeling, what they did, or what happened to them. A lot of people can relate on an emotional level. Then they're going to be drawn in by what somebody's motivation is, what their intention is. In Hebrew it's kavanah, your intention. It'll be interesting to see how she develops and takes apart these different biblical characters. We're not reliving Noah's flood, but there are people who have survived Katrina, right? And a multitude of other hurricanes and natural disasters, and everything was different. They lost their house, there was a fire. I mean, there's so many different reasons that people go through horrible things. And I think people want to know why. Why did I have to go through this? And no, there's no, well, actually there is a sort of spiritual biblical answer, which is because you needed to learn and grow from it. As one of the books Telushkin wrote about why bad things happen to good people, they happen to good people. This time, I felt that what was helping me in this horrible time could also help others. So this time I felt it was important to publish. I knew I wanted to help others who had gone through horrible traumas like I have and survive them and get hope. Because when you're in the midst of chaos, what you need is hope. What the Torah teaches us about survival will help people who are seeking God, seeking answers from God for their situations, and help them to relate to the characters, the situations that the biblical characters are in. And each one of those characters, actually, in each chapter, I looked for the hope. That's what I needed. I took those moments and I said, what can I learn from this? Reading what the Torah teaches us about survival helps to give perspective. One of my rabbis had said that at any given time, we are all one of the characters in the Torah. I find it interesting to get into the characters too. I read broadly, very broadly. My approach to writing, I am a Bible scholar and I love delving in and finding out all about whatever it is that I'm researching at the time. I come away from it learning something new every time. When I find something really good and positive, I love to share it. In this particular case, I didn't want to write a compendium. I wanted it to be short and easy to read and full of hope. I found it an interesting journey for myself. I've taught a lot for a lot of years. My heart, my soul is that of a teacher. And I've taught a bunch of different kinds of Torah study groups and spiritual groups and classes in Hebrew school. I've always been able to inspire people to reach for their heights, their own heights inside. I kind of inspired myself through the biblical characters. I was trying to find answers from God. When I'm editing, I find it interesting to get into the characters' psyche, basically, and that's sort of what I did. I have to pick a point at which I say, okay, enough. I think, oh, afterwards, oh man, I should have told them about this. That's why I just say, okay, no, publish now. And anything further I have to add, I will add in further books that I'm writing. Writing helps me to think and really analyze. I'm always analyzing. It never stops. And ideas, once I start on an idea and the creative process starts, which is pretty much all the time, then other ones keep popping up. And I have to say, wait a minute, focus on this, finish what you want to do with this. Did it accomplish what you needed to accomplish? Good. Have you said what you really wanted to say? Yes. Then move on and try a different venue.